Alright, hold on. Alright. Bye. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday, July the 28th, and we are finally going to be out of the Rogator for a little while today. We got through at Blackwell's Bend yesterday, got through spraying, got moved back to the shop here, and the field we were going to do next is Smoke right up the road. It got an inch of rain the other day, so it's a little bit on the wet side, Dad thought, so we're going to give it most of the day to dry out, and then we'll probably be up there late this afternoon spraying some beans up there. So here is what we got on tap for today. The combine. We're going to be going through it, and I'm going to be putting in the concaves for corn on the combine, and then I'll be going over, just looking it over and changing a lot of the settings on it, pulleys in different positions, belts in different positions and stuff. So we will get that baby ready for corn today. And then Mark and Wayne, they're going to be, right now they're cutting some tarp, some netting off of some cotton module tarp. They're going to be setting up the seed house for corn, laying down those grates and putting the net over it, so we're ready to put some corn in there. And then Mark's going to wash my Rogator and do some stuff. Let's see, Dad is taking James to Montgomery, the white Volvo, our 18-wheeler. Anyway, we had to take it up there. It ended up having an airbag leak. They had to replace one of the airbags, and then they also replaced some rubber bushings on a stabilizer arm on the axle. Anyway, they replaced those. So anyway, it's ready. So they're going to get it. Then James has got to get 2 water tanks from Blackwell's Bend that I was using to spray the beans. So that's what he's going to be doing. Dad has been, yesterday, he's been fighting with the irrigation over there in Autaugaville. Keeps cutting off. I can't figure out why it's cutting off. I think he went over there 2 or 3 times yesterday. So we'll check that here in a second to see if it's on. But so he'll be checking on that today, and hopefully we'll get him on video at some point today. So that is the plan right now. It's going to be a good video, so y'all sit back and enjoy it, and let's get it started. Yes, we're running. You can see it's green right here. If it was not running, it'd look red like this one. That means it's off. So the 8 tower is running, and if you see the blue right there in the middle, that means we got water coming out. So anyway, we're putting out almost 6/10. You can see right there. Thank goodness it ran. He got it going late yesterday afternoon, so it basically ran all night. It's got to get to right here before it's completely gone around once. But that's watering those soybeans over there that we got a little trouble with as far as some kind of disease or some kind of root disease or root problems. So hopefully that baby will keep going. We'll probably let it go around twice, and then we'll swap it to the other one. So what I'm looking for is kind of like a little cheat sheet. Joe, mechanic at H&R, said I should have it in here, but basically it tells you how to put your concaves in there if you're going to use round bar and corn, which normally I don't, but last year I had to put them in kind of later in the season. So I think this year I'm going to start off with round bar. Basically, I can't remember which way I had it. If I had it 2 on the right, 1 on the right and left, or 2 on the left, or 1 on the right, 1 on the back left. Anyway, trying to find some information in here that hopefully will tell me how to do it. If not, Joe said he was going to call me back in about 10 minutes, so this is probably it right here. Nope, not in there, but I will keep this little book out. It's got a lot of cool information in it. Alright, round bar. Maybe getting somewhere. Well, that didn't help. 3 stars right here means Standard factory fit round bar configuration for corn contains one large wire module in the first right hand side module position. I think I'll just start taking out the old ones, and I'll wait on Joe to call me. He's the expert, and tell me what to do. These covers off. So here's what I'm talking about. These are the concaves that we have to take out. Of course, these are in here for wheat. They're the small wire. If you can see those little bitty rods, it's real thin right here, going this way. Anyway, so you got one right there and you got one right there. Then you also got two on the other side in the exact same spot. So there's all kind of little configurations you can do. But I'm trying to figure out if I need the two round bar on this side and the other, or the two round bar go on the right side, or whatever. But this is where they go. But I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. We'll take these two out, run around to the other side. We'll drop the other two wheat because they definitely need to come out. We never changed these back here. So these are the only four that we changed, two right here and two on the other side. So let's drop these out of here, and hopefully we'll have a phone call from Joe, and we can keep moving on. Not today. My neck is just starting to feel better. I feel like I'm gonna tweak it. That's all right. We can heal over the weekend. Goodness gracious. There she goes. Probably don't have to be that tight, but. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. One thing that really helps out when you're, this is the tip of the day. Well, I'll wait for the tip. It's when you go back on. When you put them back on, that's when I'll show you the tip of the day. It really helps out. Going off. Coming off, you really don't need this little tool. Yeah, you do. All right, we'll go ahead and get the tip of the day. Hold on. I thought I had one a little bigger, but anyway, if you use a little punch like this, a round punch, and you put it up in the bolt hole that you just took out, you can kind of wiggle that concave, and anyway, it makes it a lot easier getting these bolts out and going back on. It just makes a world of difference. But stick it in here like this. Let's get close to the bolt. How about that? Messing up the tip of the day. Alright, see what I did right there? I just pushed on it right there, right beside the bolt. It's got another hole. The bolt came right out. Same thing going on. Pull it out, and then she'll come down. Just like that. And these things are heavy. This is when I'm gonna hurt my neck right here. Yes. Use the combine to hold the weight. Oh boy. That one was ready to come out. Here we go. Okay, finally figured it out where to put the round bar. The round bar we're gonna put in the front left, which will be that section right there, will be a round bar. This will be large wire right here. And on the other side, we'll have large wire right there, and the round bar will be in the back right here on this side, on the right hand side. All right, now we gotta load these babies up and on the back of the truck, and we'll go over there and load up the concaves we need, come back out here, and we'll start installing. Got him?
Yeah.
That's quick. Mark and Wayne got through down there at the seat house, putting the grates in the floor and putting that netting down. So next on the list for Mark, he is going to wash up my rogator. So I'm going to move it up there to the wash pad, but feels good getting this cab. It is hot and humid already today. Where you going?
Yeah, get them clean this tractor up.
Huh?
Get them to clean this tractor up.
They're tight. Right side is done. Mark it off the list. Okay. Last one of the day. Whew. What's this side? Left side. Done. Trying to fold it out.
Yeah, I just did. Just hooked up one line.
I think it takes two. Yeah. What we're doing with this, unfortunately, we did not get to use this year, and I really hated it. I feel like our crops did not do as well as they could because this machine right here is the bomb. Putting out fertilizer right beside the row on both sides. But anyway, John Deere's call. There's some pip on this. Something to do with the hinges or something, where it folds. They got to come in here and update it and make it stronger or something. So that's what we're doing. We're hooking it up, and Dad's trying to get it folded out. Now go all the way down, number 3. 3. Now go all the way up, number 3. All right, that's right. Now go down. You want to number them right, or?
This doesn't have a... They didn't mark this one.
That's what I'm saying. You got to mark them with zip ties and everything.
Okay.
Good gosh, that's duct tape.
That's Gorilla Tape. That is some good stuff.
How wide is that? 3 inches?
It's close to 4. But it's... You don't need as much.
Okay, back to the combine. These are the main things I have to change as far as setting the combine up from different crop to crop. Everything else will just be checking chain tension and belt tension and stuff like that, and then we'll grease. But these are the main things. This is my little cheat sheet. I always write it on the outside of the operator's manual to help me remember. So we got chopper speed corn you want to pull out. So that puts it in slow mode for corn. So that's saying this pulley right here, this runs your chopper. All those blades back there that's chopping up the trash and stuff going out the back. Basically you got to pull this little clamp thing right here, and we have got to pull out on it. It is in fast right now, so we'll do that. Then the elevator corn we want it on fast. Wheat and soybeans you want it on slow. So we'll have to change the elevator speed where it's going fast because you're going to have a lot of corn. Well, we're not this year, but normally you'd have a lot of corn going through there. And then the last thing is feeder house corn. You want it in the high position. Soybeans high too. So what was wheat? Wheat's low, so it's in low. So we got to change this. Basically, this drum right here, it's got these little things that hold it up or down. Anyway, we got to put it in the high position where it's up off this floor right here. It's nothing but loosen some bolts right here, no big deal. And then as far as the elevator speed, we want it on high, so we're gonna have to swap. Get the tension off this belt right here. We're gonna loosen this bolt, and that'll get the tension off. We got to put the belt on this pulley right here, on the small one, on this end, on that end. It goes to the big one, it'll go over. So we'll have to take that idler pulley off right there, swap the spacer around where it moves over in line with the belt, and then tighten it all back up. And basically that's all you got to do to get it ready for corn. What did I say? Pull out? Yeah. All right, so you got to line these little gears up, squeeze this little clamp. We should slide over. Well, come on, baby. Got him. So now the chopper's in high gear. Mark it off. Perfect. Try it again. Up. Third time's the charm. Not today. This one is not fun. Oh, got him. Drop the washer. God. Where did that go? Pulley goes on. Just like that. Spacer. Washer nut. What that's doing is this belt's actually going to be a couple of inches over to the left. That's just getting this pulley lined up right. That's all it's doing. So all I gotta do is move this belt over to this big pulley. Just like that. Okay. So now we got the belt on the small pulley up at top. Big pulley on the bottom. We got it on the idler pulley. Idler pulley's tight. All we gotta do is tighten up this belt tensioner right here, and then the elevator chain is done. Mark it off. She's full. Just water, folks. Just water. lost Dad already?
Alright, hold on. Alright.
Break my wrench.
Nope.
Huh?
Man, somebody.
Stretched it.
The more extensions you have, the less torque you go have. Back, right there.
Mark it off the list. Alright guys, I got a couple more things to do before we wrap this video up. I've got to weld something for Wayne. It's a little piece of, basically it's a metal cap that goes down in the floor of the seed house down there so seed won't fall through. He wants me to weld a little nut on top of it so it's easy for him to grab with pliers. So we'll weld that baby up. I'm gonna fool with my Rogator, try to calibrate the boom sensors. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it if I can't get it pretty quick. Anyway, I'm just gonna move on to spraying. I'm gonna try to get at least one or two loads out this afternoon. And so that's what I got left to do in the video. So let's see if we can get that done and wrap this baby up. It's been a hot one. Whew, what a day, guys. It's been a hot one, but it's been a fun one. It was good to get out of the Rogator for a little while and actually do something different, but we are back in it late this afternoon. Me and Mark are gonna fill this baby up. We're gonna run up there and do smoke plays. We'll do part of Tyler, and then we'll finish up in the morning. But as for this video, we are done. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up if you're still watching the video. Really appreciate it when you do that. Let's see, subscribe. You know what to do. Hit the Triple R Farms logo. I think it's right up here. Or is it on this side? This side? Anyway, click that Triple R Farms logo and it'll walk you through subscribing. It doesn't cost anything. It is free. You will just be notified when we put a video out. It's nothing but good stuff. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Check out our website if you want to, www.triple-rfarmsal.com. The link will be in the description. And guys, we are out of here. See y'all on the next one.